So 5 years ago, you still need to be Google. You still need a lot of money to create some kind of company, and you own your the so-called server farm, right? Then you can deliver the service. Without this server farm, there's no way. Even though you have this great idea, you have developed a software that can run on that can run on the server, but you cannot deliver the service because no one will host your computer, your program. Right. So you still need to pay a lot of money to maybe to like China, Zhonghua Telecom, to host your program. Right. So there's one story. There is a very popular service in Taiwan, very similar to YouTube. I don't know. This in Chinese called 无名小站. That is a service created by Jiaotong University, students from Jiaotong University in Taiwan. So very similar to YouTube, that will allow people to upload their video, they can share the video. Now that company, or that service originally starting from Jiaotong University, some students in computer science, and from their computer center. But later on they found that this service is so popular. Right. So they need to form a company in order to provide better service. Right. And then later on they find that this is even so popular they need to plan ahead. They need to think maybe 5 months or 3 months later, what are the traffic? Right. So they need to predict maybe a few months later the traffic. Then they need to rent the necessary resource ahead of time. Otherwise, what will happen? If I don't plan ahead, what will happen? The service will downgrade, right? So when people get on the website, want to download some video, they find it so slow, then they will never come back, right? So if you want to let people come back, they have very good experience. They watch very good video with good quality, with good online speed, then they will come back, right? And then they maybe contribute even more videos. But if the service, the video bandwidth is so bad, no one will come, right? Therefore, at that time, if you want to start a business, you need to have very good vision, very good planning, and you need to purchase or prepare all the resources ahead of time. Otherwise, your service might not be successful, even though you have great ideas. Okay, that was about 5 years ago. All right. So you must be Google. That means you must have a very big pot, right? A lot of money in order to set up all these resources. Now you have cloud, right? Today you say, okay, everyone has cloud. If you have cloud, what would be different? You have great idea, you want to create a software. And now it is a cloud era. What do you think? What kind of possibility the cloud offers? Wait what?
I'm not sure.
Right, I mean, if you have a software, right, you have some great idea. You say, okay, I want to create a software. And this software will earn a lot of money. I believe this software will be very popular. Right. What did you do? You only have the idea.
Just put it in cloud. Put it online.
Put it online. But as I mentioned, 5 years ago, people also can do putting online, right?
Right.
But 5 years ago, you need to be Google in order to be putting online. Right? That's because I have spent sometimes explain to you, like there's YouTube. You need to plan ahead. You need a lot of money to help you to prepare all this infrastructure ahead of time. Right? Of course, this infrastructure belongs to the company. Right? You have to buy a lot of personal computers, set up the computer centers, and then you can deliver the service, even though you put online.
Collaborate with big companies.
But how? How to cooperate? Okay. Now here, there are two, at least there are several important differences, right? First, when people say put online, what kind of things that you put online, right? 10 years ago, you can also put the software online, except that this software is a package, right? People have to download the software to your personal computer, install it, run it, right? It's running on your own computer. That is also put it online, right? But that's a single computer, that's a single program. But 5 years ago, when we say put it online, that means it runs online, right? Instead of just storing online. But you don't run the computer on your, you don't run the program on your own computer, right? You access, or you have the browser as your interface. So that means that program has interface through the browser. So that's one, is put it online. Okay, so that is quite different today from 5 years ago. The other is who will prepare the resource needed to host your online, right? Your computer online. Okay, of course you said we can cooperate with the company, but how to cooperate, right? So what cloud allows you to do is that everything, of course, the program will run online, right? That's one distinct feature. The other is that the resource running online can be provided on demand. That means when I find that my company's business is expanding, today I can ask for more computer, tomorrow I can get it. All right? But it will be different, quite different from like YouTube or Wumin Xiaozhan. That means they have to plan ahead, and then they need to rent the equipment before a long month. I mean, there's no way that you can request today, you can get it tomorrow. But with this cloud computing, they promise you that if you want more resource, you only need to pay, then they can provide you with the extra resource, right? And this extra resource, you will feel like this resource belongs to your own. That means no one is sharing those resources. Okay? Remember this, I will explain that later. What do you mean by the resource belongs to me and no one is sharing that? All right, so with cloud, what some characteristic of the cloud era, I mean, during this cloud era, what kind of things will happen for our software? First, the software, the required data is putting on the line, right? Putting the so-called on the server side, the other side of the internet. All right. So remember, I don't define very clear what is a cloud, right? I just say this, put it on the other side of the internet. That means you don't store the data on your own computer, on your own device, right? You put something over through, the other side of the internet. And then you access the data through the internet to your own side. But actually, your own computer is no longer the primary side, right? It's only some kind of cache. And the application service are also on the other side of the internet, right? So it is no longer that you copy xyz.exe through the internet to your own local computer, install the computer, right? You run this, actually this application, this program runs on the other side of the internet. And the interface is through the browser, through the internet, come to your computer.